I used to want to save the world. This beautiful place. But I knew so little then. It is a land of magic and wonder. But the closer you get, the more you see the great darkness simmering within.
I failed him. I won't fail him in death.
What one does when faced with the truth is more difficult than you think.
We'll be together again.
We can put it back, Vic. Make it whole again.
But I'm compelled to warn you. Breaching the Genesis chamber is a Class B crime.
Nobody cares anymore, Helix. The world is about to come to an end. You will give the people of Earth an ideal to strive towards. They will race behind you. They will stumble. They will fall. And in time, they will join you on the sundown. In time, you will help them accomplish wonders.
You're not broken.
Not alone.
And it's starting to look like this idea isn't just an idea anymore. Looks like it could be a future.
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? It is your boy Skywalker the Jedi back at y'all with another one. Y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me rocking out, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to Seal Nation, the Cool Table family, the Mikeyverse, the Syndicate Network, all you guys. Oh my God, this is so dope. I got the one and only retro nerd girl here watching Batman versus Superman with me. I'm so excited. Uh, y'all know we cherish every single time that we get retro on the platform. And so I want to say thank you for being here, retro. And yo, I'm just very glad to have you here.
Oh, it's my pleasure to do it. I'm glad to be able to do anything with you guys, and it's again a great pleasure. Great movie. The theatrical is not as fantastic as the ultimate, but I still enjoy. There's still some good stuff in there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Right. Yeah, I have not watched this version since it left theaters. Right. So yeah, I'm excited to be watching it here with you guys. So we're all gonna experience it together for the first time again. Yo, this is super, super dope. And I want to thank all you guys for being here. Shouts out to the chat. We got a packed house in here already. We got Integrity 101 in the building. We got D Broderick, DC Talk, Dennis, right? We got another two in the building. The good Austin was stopping through here. Brogu, Chris Brown, the Spider-Man, right? Chad's in the building. We got Christopher Lee in the building. Flop after flop.
I love that. I love that quote. It's hilarious.
It is the best. We got Bad Dan's thoughts in the building. Much love to the homie Bad Dan. We got Mr. J310. What's going on, Mr. J? Hope you feeling good, bro. Right? Oh my God.
See everybody in the chat. Oh man.
Right. A-Pass 97's in the building. Shout out to the Khaleesi of the hashtag sale movement. One of the Amazons, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. Yes. Shouts out to A-Pass. Much love. South Cali guys in the building. What's going on, South Cali? Hope you feeling good, bro. Thank you for being here. The Creed is in the building. Hey, what's going on, Creed? Right? Oh my God. Early, the homie Bad Dan with the $2 super chat said, guess who is seeing Rebel Moon in theaters 12/19?
They moved it up.
No. What they did is they added some theatrical cities. A-Pass.
Oh, okay.
I got A-Pass. Retro, right? I got A-Pass on the brain. They had a list. It was like Minneapolis, Chicago, Dallas. They added a bunch of screenings. So, hey, people were asking for this film in theaters, and Netflix obliged. They said, hey, here's some more cities that you can go check this movie out in. And, it's super dope. That right, Netflix is rocking, right? They've been listening, they've been this whole time. It has been such a different experience engaging with him versus that other entity. It's almost, it's pretty much night and day. It's pretty much just night and day, and I'm glad that they're rocking out with Zack and showing him this level of support.
Yeah, it's really great. And the fans want it, and so they're giving it to them. You want more dates? Here it is. I love it. I love that.
Thanks. Right. Shouts out to the homie Bad Dan. Let me hit you with this drop real quick.
You hear that, Mr. Anderson? That is the sound of inevitability.
Oh, man.
All right, hey, it is inevitability at this point, y'all. I'm telling you, we got the homie Real Talk in the building. What's going on, Real Talk? Right? Yeah. He said, was Florida added to the city? No, I don't think Florida was added to one of the cities. right? I mean, yeah. I mean, it is unfortunate, right? I mean, y'all know I'm super excited that I get to see it, but you know, as I stated before, hopefully this really shows Netflix that maybe they should invest in a few more theaters worldwide, and that way, whenever all of their bigger movies are coming out, they can kind of give it a little bit of a run, and hopefully that'll attract some directors to want to work with them more, right? Because if you look at a Martin Scorsese with Killers of the Flower Moon, I'm pretty sure that's going to go to Apple Plus, but it did get a theatrical run, like a much bigger one than his last film over on Netflix did.
Yeah, that's probably Netflix's Achilles heel, is the fact that they don't have that option for most of the movies that are definitely cinematic quality. And they just should have a movie, actual theater release date for a lot of these movies, and it can really help them as far as getting the word out to a lot of these for a lot of these movies. You don't even hear about it sometimes until they just sort of pop up. So it would really be awesome for their new movies to really be featured in theaters. I hope that they start to look at that and see some positive results from it.
Yeah, I think that that'll be dope. Yeah, they really should make a little bit more of an investment in my belief, and I think that for films like Rebel Moon, this kind of proves that to be true, right? Because the fans are really chomping at the bit to see this thing on the biggest screen possible.
Yes,
and,
yes,
absolutely. Right. So yeah, real quick, let's get through this opening stuff so we can start this masterpiece, because I know you guys are waiting to see the film. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't here to just watch me talk. But we're gonna roll to 1K, peeps. Make sure that you guys are liking the content, sharing it out, subscribing, all that good stuff. We're trying to increase the bandwidth of this hashtag sale movement, right? And we have a bunch of surprises for you guys in these next coming weeks. We cannot wait to share. We cannot wait for you guys to be able to see this stuff. We are really going to be pushing the boundaries in terms of what we're trying to do with this thing, and we are just happy to have you guys along here for the ride. And thank each and every one of you for being here. But make sure that you hit those buttons, right? And it does a whole lot of good. Wouldn't you say so, Retro?
Yes, it does. You hit that like button, it really pushes things out to let YouTube know that people like your content. They're engaging. Engagement really is the key thing. The comments, likes, those kinds of things. So. Yes,
engagement is the key, as we so learned over at hashtag sale. Right. These are the hashtags in which we are here in the name of watching this film today. We are supporting hashtag sales ZSJL to Netflix, hashtag sales Snyderverse to Netflix, trying to get a conclusion to Zack Snyder's DC arc over on their platform. And we think that Netflix being able to facilitate that will be the best option for all parties involved, including the fan bases, WB, and Netflix, right? So it's a win for all parties, and we are here in the name of these hashtags. We only ask that you follow 3 rules of engagement, which are: number 1, be positive, because we are dealing with the current home of Zack Snyder. They've been showing Zack mad love, yo. They is pushing this man's film in front of as many people as they have ever tried to. And I think that, it's only right that we be positive while engaging with this platform. And that's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is we ask that you guys don't mix the hashtags, as we're trying to keep the messaging as focused and effective as possible. And rule number 3, just don't tag, mention, quote, tweet, or reply to anybody over there at WBD, as we're talking with Netflix right now, and that's where the bulk of our conversation is going to be focused too. We also ask that you guys follow ZSJL to Netflix, as well as ZSJL to Netflix on Twitter, on YouTube, both platforms. Also, head on over to inktothepeople.com/sales ZSJL, as we got some dope merch over there that was given to us by the world-renowned visual artist Noel Leon Flores from Dreamwalker, and he killed it with the Wayne T. Carr Green Lantern, the Ray Fisher Cyborg, and the whole Justice League shirts and hoodies. We got all three of those over there right now, so make sure you head on over there. You'll be copping some fire-looking merch while supporting a great cause in the process. Right now, let's get caught up with the chat. And Retro, as I do that, talk about this movie. When you saw this film in theaters, like, what were your thoughts, and what were your feelings about the reaction to it and all that?
Well, I live in a remote area, and so I didn't get to go see it in a theater. But I did see it when it came out, which was it's horrible. I know. I'm sorry. Yeah. No, I hear you. It's terrible. But I think that the ultimate, when I got to see it, of course, as soon as it was available, I bought it. And I actually liked the theatrical version. I mean, it was my first time seeing all of these kind of characters act together, or presented all together on screen. So I was like, oh, there we have it. We have Batman, we have got Superman, we got Wonder Woman, and I hadn't seen Wonder Woman is like my favorite, and so I hadn't seen her on the big screen ever. So it was sort of like a wonderful event to see all three of them, and I kind of got, I got the gist of what was happening in most of it. As far as like the story, like really feeling like it was completely realized, was when I saw the Ultimate Edition. It was like, this is, this is giving me all the filling in the blanks for me. But I got the general impression in the theatrical version, and I liked it. I did want it left me wanting a little bit more, but it was completely satisfied by the Ultimate Edition, and I thought it was a smart movie if given the chance to do what it was supposed to do. And so, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. When I saw this thing at the Chinese theater, being that it was my first time actually at that theater, and it was packed, every single seat was filled. Almost 1,000 people, pretty much. Like, we're in there rocking out, and still to this day, I won't say any spoilers, but to the people with we know that the Trinity is in this film, and that first Wonder Woman scene, that's the loudest reaction I've ever heard in any theater. Like, ever.
Oh, yeah. With the music? Like,
I've never retro. And I saw Endgame in that same theater, and the Captain America scene didn't have that same kind of pop, right? Like, I've never heard a pop like that in a theater before or since. And so, yeah, it really did hit different. It got a standing ovation at the end. And I had been staying off of Twitter and social media, and then I literally went back on and I saw how everybody was bashing the movie, and it was like one of the weirdest experiences for me ever. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I just saw this movie with a huge sample size, a bigger sample size than like 99% of the people that saw this movie will ever see this film with, right? Like, literally the biggest theater in Southern California. Like, it's huge. And to have such a great time there and to hear everybody be bashing the film the way that it was getting bashed, it was just very strange. So, even walking out, I asked one of the ushers, like, "Hey, what's the response been?" And he's like, "No, it's been getting standing O's like at the end every single time." And I'm like,
Interesting.
"Yo, yeah." And so it was that was the first time that I ever learned, like, yo, you can really just have a different experience than other people, and so you really
Yes.
can't take anybody else's word a
Mm-hmm.
lot of the times, right? Especially if
Sure.
you don't know this person and you
Yeah.
don't have any kind of frame of reference of what they're into or what they like.
Yeah.
So yeah, this
And
was truly like a game-changing film for me.
And I think that's the beauty. Is like, someone may see something, like we all see things through our own lenses, if you will, perspective, POV, whatever. But that kind of makes us not only just special. I mean, we matter and we're special, but also like when we come together and share ideas, we come at it from different points of view. So there are some people who have said some things about this movie that I'm like, oh, I never noticed, and I look for that now in the film. Or sometimes when people say something negative, I'm like, well, you know what, that very thing is the thing that I like about this film. So it's very subjective, and I really hope that we can continue, as culture has learned to start talking to each other about these movies on a large scale, and we can continue to have the conversation, but without like denigrating each other about the things that we enjoy, and that we can sort of accept, like, okay, that person likes that thing that I really don't like, but it's okay. Like, I don't ever hold it against anybody who likes a horror movie, and I'm not particularly a big horror movie fan, so I think it's cool. Like, I love the way people get excited for their favorite franchises.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And shouts out to the homie Leon of the New Geeks
Leon.
for stopping through the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
We got the
Leon.
Batman of the crew stopping by. We had Batman and the Flash in the building. You know what I'm saying? So shouts
Yeah.
out to both of y'all. Right. And now we got Sean Franklin in here. What's going on, Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. This movie was game changing. Like, I saw it was it 4 or 5 times in theaters. Each time loved it more. And when I saw the director's cut, it was only like that much further enhanced for me.
hmm
Right.
hmm Yeah. The director's cut or ultimate edition, whichever
Oh
it
yeah.
is.
Ultimate
It,
edition, yeah.
yeah, it is definitely a fully realized story. Hey, Mama Bear.
What's going on, Mama
What are you
Bear?
doing? Yeah, it's a fully realized story. And so by the end of that, I'm like, oh, okay, I gotcha. I noticed one thing though, after um the release of the theatrical cut. A lot of a lot of the YouTube reviewers they were on the fence. They were some of them were like, "We love what we saw, but we wish it was in a different package. We wish that the story went this way, or we had more something a little bit more cohesive." The critics hated it. They just didn't understand what they were looking at. They didn't understand what it was. I was like, "What is this?" And so it was sort of like you have an audience of critics that are like giving, really hating it, and an audience that are trying to figure out if they liked it or not. They know they liked a lot of it, but they
Mhm.
didn't quite understand everything until the ultimate edition. But by then it was too late. People had already set into like either you
A
hated
lot of
it or
people
you loved
never
it.
even saw it. A lot of people never even saw the Ultimate Edition either. So,
Exactly.
yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't even
Right.
see that. They don't even know that it exists. I think I talked to my mom about it, and she was like, "What? There's an ultimate edition." And I'm not sure if she's seen the other movies. She's pretty up on her movies more than I am. But I still had to tell her about Justice League and all that. it's still, people are still finding out about these movies. What I'm really looking forward to is in 20 years, people looking at this, or even 10 years, people looking at these movies and seeing exactly how fantastic they were. And just the style and the creativity behind it, are not going to understand the discourse at all. They're like, what are you talking about? This is great stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Right. And we got another two. Wait, first, Bad Dan brings up Jeremy John's tune change after BVS Ultimate Edition. Yes, I did see that. You know, and I was like, hey man, it was nice, but we could have had you watch it a long time ago. Because he never watched it until like way later. And I was like, bro, you should have watched that a long time ago, man. Like, this movie was dope back then.
Yeah. But it was one of those things you had to like go get. It was a go get. You couldn't just you know, like he's a theater. He like basically reviews everything that's in the theater. But as far as like, I'm not so sure. I don't think I've ever seen him do too many things that are like retrospectives, or he does it every once in a while. So I can see why he wouldn't. But yeah, it's the timing. It's the timing too. Like, you know, like a lot of people didn't really jump on board until the Snyder Cut was released either. I noticed that as soon as it was released, people started to rewatch those older movies and say, "Oh, you know what have we here?" So the Snyder Cut release actually revived a lot of people's interest in the trilogy.
It's like, this is why they were campaigning for all those years, right? Oh, okay, I get it now, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, man. I know you guys are chomping at the bit, ready to watch this movie. Make sure that you guys are on all zeros. We about to get this thing started. Y'all give me some thumbs up in the chat when y'all ready. Right? Yeah. He said Jeremy Johns basically admitted he was wrong for doubting Snyder after seeing ZSJL. And yo, I always say, as long as you get on the train, it's all good. That's what matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, right?
I'm gonna have to use that one.
Yeah, right. It makes no matter where your stop was, right? But just once you get on the train, just stay on and don't get off. You know what I'm saying? Facts. All the way through. Oh man, you guys are giving me the thumbs up. Got the Spider-Man ready. The Creed is ready. DC Talk is ready. Mama Bear is ready.
Hey.
All right. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to be back, and we're about to get started with the show. So let's tap in with the new guys real quick.
Steppenwolf, have you begun the conquest?
Yeah, we about to get this thing cracking. Steppenwolf. I love Steppenwolf so much. I love the vibe. I love that whole, like, I love all the new gods, yo.
Oh yeah, they were amazing. I want more.
Right.
I want more of them. Where are they?
Right. Hey, it's all good. Because we're probably about to get more. Yeah. All right. Y'all seem to be ready. All right. Man, we're about to get this thing cracking. We're about to start this off. Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice on Netflix. Yo. Let's get it started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Right off the bat, that score kicks in retro.
Oh.
fallen.
Oh, I forgot about this part. It's been a while since I've seen this, actually.
They had the Solomon Grundy grave over there. You know what I'm saying? I actually pointed that out in the theater.
Oh, wow.
Man, we need
Yes, I know what you're
them
gonna
two
say.
as Flashpoint, Batman, and Joker. Yo,
I know.
that has to happen. Right. I also like how Zach made the choice that he's like, hey, if I'm gonna do the Wayne death scene, I'm gonna do it in like the opening credits and just kind of get it over with, right? But this scene kind of ends up being pivotal to something later, so he had to have it in there, right?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
There were some people that was kind of saying, oh, well, do we have to see the Waynes die one more time? And it's like, kind of.
Yeah.
We got Paolo in the building. What's going on, Paolo? Much love for stopping through. They said Damon Carl as Joe Chill and Batman in the Warehouse. Man, I actually got to meet him at Full Circle. It was dope. We kept calling him Goat Chill. All right.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's a horrifying scene.
Right.
Yeah. And Excalibur, my movie. Oh, I love that movie. Sorry. I geek out for Excalibur.
Patrick Tatopoulos. He was also at Full Circle.
Oh.
Shouts out to him. This opening was amazingly shot.
That's crazy. I mean, that would be the part.
Says,
That would be the part where I would be screaming. He's such a good kid. He doesn't even say anything.
We got Leon saying might be the first director to make the death of the Wayne come in the back. Hey.
Oh, yeah. So, like here, I always wondered if this was a dream or if it really happened.
No, it was a dream because Ben's about to clarify it right now.
Yeah. And it's so pretty.
In the dream, they took me to the light. A beautiful lie. Hey. Leon said Patrick sketched the Batmobile on my poster for me. Didn't even have to ask. I remember that. Yeah.
Wow. Oh man.
Oh my God. I love how this film picks up during that last fight with him and Zod.
Yes. Oh.
Right.
Oh.
Sin Havoc said, "This is how you open a movie without having to dedicate 20 minutes for an origin story."
Oh yeah. That was quick, right?
Yeah. hmm And it really already kind of, even with his actions right here, you're seeing that, hey, this is Batman. Like, he is driving towards the danger, right? Like,
Yeah.
he's trying to go
Look at these
towards
jerks. Look at these
all
jerks.
of.
They're just flying right through the building. Jerk.
We got sickness in the building. What's going on? Sickness? Leon said Patrick T recognized that a Bruce Wayne variant was standing before him, so he did what a real G would do. Shout out to him. That was crazy. Just like this is crazy. Seeing this from the perspective of the humans, man.
Oh, yeah. My gosh, I feel like I'm seeing this for the first time. It sure hasn't been.
Oh my god.
Oh, dang. Oy. This really freaks me out because it's really hard for me to watch this because I was this is reminding me of 9/11 kind of a little bit.
Man. What's also interesting about these movies is that if you look at when Man of Steel came out, the response
Oh
to
man.
that film, right? There was a lot of people that was really upset with the destruction that happened at the end of the film,
Mm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And you
This was
know,
the answer.
yeah, like this was literally the answer to that question, right?
Yeah.
And it was showing that, hey, all this stuff comes at a cost, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ah, ah.
Leon said that was the point to kind of make you think about that. You know? And now Batman's pissed.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, there he is. He's like, I'm pissed. I'm gonna kick some boom boom right now.
He's like, yo, this dude gotta go down.
Oh, look at his sign.
Right?
18 months later.
Bad Dan said, but these same
Mm.
people don't give a ish about the destruction in Avengers. Yeah, see, because what Avengers was doing was that they weren't really giving you that perspective of what it was like from the humans' point of view, right? They
Yeah.
were just focusing on the action. But when Zack was showing what was actually happening in Man of Steel, like from the human perspective of like Perry White and everybody that was at the Daily Planet and stuff like that, it made it hit home a whole lot more, right? And so going into this film, when you see it, or one more time, but through Batman's eyes, it's like, man, this really it it just really hits it home that it was a crazy, like, world changing event that happened, right?
Yeah. This is not my favorite part, but it's not my favorite part. But it must be good. It must be done.
Right. Said Bruce Wayne feels as helpless as a boy for the first time since he was a boy.
So true. Yes. You can't do anything to help anybody.
Right.
He's just a man at this point too. He can't do anything. He doesn't even have his gadgets. He can't even help people with the gadgets.
All right. Timestamp, people. We are approaching 12 minutes pretty soon. So, yes, we're on the Nairobi, Africa scene. KG Beast, right there.
KG Beast.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't love the character, of course. I wasn't supposed to love him. I despise him, but every time he shows up on screen. But the actor is amazing. The actor is pretty good.
CIA. Bad Dan says no reference to him being Jimmy Olsen in this version. Interesting. Same as innocence. Yeah, in this scene versus the Ultimate Edition, they cut out a lot of the context. They actually cut out the CIA part where they're actually like coordinating this whole thing, and you see them call for the drone strike and everything. Yeah, it's actually very different. It's very different. Yeah, it's like the government's involvement in the entire situation is taken out.
Yes. Except for the little.
Yeah. Oh my God. See, that's why. Okay. Okay. I totally get it. All right, look. So now, when she is pinning this on Superman right now, it was so much more confusing because all of them actually like doing the stuff that was pinning it on Superman is all gone, like them burning the bodies. And you don't see that they had tried to do the drone strikes and everything, right? And it really took away from you understanding why they would have thought that he even would have acted in this weird way. Because it's like, if people were shot, why would they think Superman did it, right? It really wouldn't make much sense.
Yeah. And this is the same actress that was that played Hunter B-15 in the Loki show.
Right?
Yeah. I didn't recognize her until now.
Yes. I believe this is the first film I ever saw her in, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen her before this either.
Yeah. So really takes touching bodies, and it really takes away from the government inquiry subplot. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
We got Nessa Noel in the chat. How you doing, Nessa?
Hi.
All right. Saying drone strike shown in the Ultimate Edition poke back government assassinations. I actually really like this scene. I think it shows like how much that he actually loves her, which again ends up being important later.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh. Where's my tissue?
I'm like, yo, how is that writing hitting you, Retro?
Oh,
Right
it's
now?
great. Yeah, great. So far, it's even with the stuff they took out, it's still good. He just gets in there with his boots and his shoes on and everything. I'm like,
Right.
ew, get out. Somebody was saying that the people below the apartment below must be like pissed off that there's
Furious. Furious, right?
yeah. Oh, so this he didn't take off his shirt. That's in the other one.
Yeah.
Very interesting. The stuff that they decided to take out.
Right. Absolutely.
Oh, the Batman is here.
They also took out the part with them talking in the car before going over there.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, nah. Alan Belk says, I keep saying BVS is probably the greatest superhero movie of the modern era. Time will be kind to it.
I think so.
And
I think so. I think it'll be more than kind to it. As there are a lot of movies when they come out that have been panned, have been just completely had done horribly in the box office, and later on, 30 years later, we get sequels, we get we get all sorts of things for these movies. So I think anything's possible. It may take time, but yeah.
uh-oh.
Oh, look at him.
Batman's in the corner. We got Nessa saying BVS Ultimate Edition is her favorite out of Zack's DC films.
It's really good. It's a smart film.
Right? Yeah. Hey. I really love that shot of Bruce coming down that
Yeah.
elevator. Alfred.
Alfred is totally cool.
They're my favorite Bruce and Alfred, yo, because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I just love how he just sees him doing that and he just rolls his eyes. He's like, man, this dude. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's such an interesting dynamic between them that feels like push and pull.
right. Anatoly Knyazov, the KG Beast. New rules. Mm. Look at that. All that Superman research. Fever, rage, powerlessness. Cool. Mm. See? Chris Terrio was cooking. He had a fire pen. Like his pen was on fire.
Yeah.
Like he was writing this dialogue.
Yeah. And then you think of like the dialogue we just heard versus like some of the stuff that was said in Justice League, the theatrical version, and you just go like, what happened?
Right.
We have one that's
Crazy.
poetic and meaningful, and another one that's like, oh, we're looking at CW stuff here. And I do like this version of Lex. I think he's very interesting. I do like him.
Mm. Yeah, I love Lex, man.
Yeah.
Like my favorite scene in this movie is I mean, I'm trying not to do spoilers, but it's at the end with him and Superman having that conversation. Like
Oh yeah.
it's such a fantastic scene, yo. So fantastic. And that is my favorite scene in the whole movie is the conversation between him and Superman.
Yeah.
But they go that kryptonite. I love too how Zach brought the stuff in from the prior movies to like explain all of this stuff too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like the kryptonite came from the ships, you know, that Zod and them had when they brought their fight to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man said, "Retro, he is the best Lex, and his plan was great."
I thought so. Well, I mean, look, he's laying out a great idea right there. You know, that he's going to gather all the things necessary to fight against a power in which humans are really helpless. to fight against. They don't know if he's going to turn, and yeah, it makes sense.
Metalo. Mama Bear, stop it. Metalo. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Retro. Chris Brown says, Sky, they are all classics, but in which order would you rank Man of Steel, BVS, and ZSJL? Well, I'm gonna let you answer that first, Retro, and then I'll give mine.
I would probably do. It's kind of weird because you need them in order to get the full story. So, that's gonna be a tough one to answer. But I guess Justice League first. Then Man of Steel, and then BVS. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm still not sure if that's the correct order I want to put that in, because Man of Steel was one heck of a movie.
Absolutely, right?
Yeah.
And it definitely hit the most different on Full Circle Weekend. The energy surrounding that film was crazy.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely. For myself, I would have to say at number 3 is Man of Steel. And I go back and forth a lot of times, man. It's like if you ask me on one day, it's ZSJL. If you ask me on another day, it's BVS. But honestly, at this point, I will probably have to say, if you ask me today, it's BVS, my favorite, and then ZSJL, and then Man of Steel. Just today. But you ask me tomorrow, I might say ZSJL. Honestly, it's just, I don't know. Ultimate Edition, especially seeing it in theaters, like it really put it even more into a perspective. I was like, yo, this is what we should have got. And it's so perfect. It's just so perfect of a movie. I don't know, man.
Look at him. I am having some buffering issues. I think I'm falling behind.
Okay. Let me know when you get back, and I'll give you a timestamp.
Oh, I'm back already. It was like a second or two. Every time I see this, I always feel like my fingertips are like start itching. I'm like, oh no.
So hold on. That's a really tricky question. But yo, I don't know. The hype for BVS was, I mean, when I saw that Comic-Con trailer, I cried, Retro. When I saw that thing for the first time, I literally shed tears.
Oh, really?
Right? Yeah, I literally shed tears because I was like, yo, I've been wanting to see Batman and Superman be in a movie for my whole life. And that Comic-Con trailer, it was just, man, I don't know. I've never had that kind of experience watching a trailer ever before.
Wow. Yeah, people were they were ready to eat each other when that when Batman v Superman was announced. I remember the hoopla was insane. It was insane.
Yeah. That was hitting different.
Everybody's fantasies come to life. I was excited. I was like, ooh. I liked Superman. I liked Batman, and I've been like a a fan, a gentle fan over the years,
Mm-hmm.
and it was great. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool, and it looked fantastic. That all the promos were incredible.
Yeah.
So
People don't buy papers, period. Can't.
still, right
I
to
love
this.
that line. Right. I love I love Lawrence Fishburne as Perry White in these films. I feel like he brings a certain like groundedness to the character and all of like these situations that he's usually placed in, right? Like he's always bringing Lois back down to reality. Like, yo, all right, look, the ask, like, right, like, what are you asking me for? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And she's like, all right, I need this flight. It's just, yeah, I really love how his character was portrayed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, that scene of Clark going to Gotham City is also cut too,
Oh,
right?
really?
Where you show him really investigating everything and kind of looking deeper into the Batman character, right?
Yeah.
So you had less reason to know why Superman was upset in the theatrical version, right?
Yeah.
Because it was kind of less clear. That's what it was, pretty much. It was like a lot of their motivations just should have been fleshed out more.
Yeah, there's a lot that was missing, especially everything to do with uh Lex Luthor, like what his plan was and how
Yeah,
messed up it was. And
yeah,
that was all cut out too and just truncated. And so it kind of
right.
didn't make sense as much.
Hmm. Right.
It's so weird.
You know what? I was just thinking that. I was like, yo,
I love it.
he totally strikes me as like this billionaire kid, right? Who just grew up, you know what I'm saying? And, just came from money and just, I don't know, he just screams a, a modern, a modern tech genius,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I mean, and I think it's perfect for Lex Luthor. We're seeing the origins of sort of not quite his origins, but we're seeing young Luthor growing into who he will be, which is like, a megalomaniac kind of power hungry individual. He's already there, but he's not. It's not quite seasoned. We haven't seasoned him just yet, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. He's like, what is this? Mm, see? And I think that that's kind of showing how troubled Batman is, right?
Oh, he's messed up.
You can actually hear the world engine when that scene is playing. When you start seeing the blood, you can
Oh.
hear the world engine in the back kind of playing. It's like, woo.
Oh, wow. I didn't
Yeah,
notice that.
yeah. He got that PTSD.
Yeah. Just
I love Harry Lennox as
oh,
an actor. You know,
oh yeah, he's great.
I've loved him back all the way to the Five Heartbeats.
Oh wow, that's taking me back. I haven't seen that in a while. Why isn't he like in everything though?
Rogue combatant. Man, after seeing the ultimate version of this film, you know, it's like this one moves so much quicker.
Yeah,
It's
it's like scenes are like this scene and then that scene and then that scene. It's like it feels odd to me. I'm like I haven't seen this movie in a while, so I'm like trying to get my bearings on this.
It said trauma hits Bruce Wayne differently because he has a photographic memory.
Oh, great identification. That's
Look
very
at
interesting.
nights like this, I wish that raindrops would fall. Yeah, that's that Five Heartbeats. Bruce Wayne's been invited to go see Lex Luthor. Oh yeah.
Hosted by Alexander Luthor. Ah, that's where the Lex comes from.
Yeah.
I have never met an Alex that wanted, or Alexander that wanted people to call him Lex. That
Jokes
blew
like
my
this
mind.
happen.
Yeah, this blew my mind. I was like, what? When are we getting that information? When is that happening?
Hey, shout out to Zach's car.
Nice. Oh my God.
That is really Zack Snyder's car that was gifted to him by who was it? Was it Greg Silverman or one of the producers after 300?
Well, I forget the story.
Yeah. Another thing was they actually took KG Beast out of this scene because in the Ultimate Edition you can clearly see him there, but they took him out for some reason in this version. I guess proving that, or they were trying to separate Lex from the plot. I don't know what they were. I don't know what the thinking was because they even used the same shot, but it's just not with KG Beast there. So it's very weird.
Maybe they thought it was going to give away a secret. Soups can hear you.
Which actually is a dope way to have him kind of be outed by Superman, right? Because it's like, yo, he's like, wait, what the hell is that? Like, why is this dude in here with this earpiece? Yeah.
Oh.
Mercy Graves. Too many. I like those shoes.
That's sweet. He's hoping that he would fall in love and and
Oh
stop.
no, Casey Reese was there. Oh, all right, no,
There
I
he is.
wasn't
There he is.
tripping. All right, cool. Yeah, maybe I was tripping because I was like, yo, I could have sworn that they had taken him out, but he was there. Yeah, that should have given people even more clue. I was like, how are you guys like so surprised? You are the one.
But
Mm.
oh,
How'd you feel about this scene, Retro?
I love it. I love it.
Right.
They're both issuing their gripes with one another, and pretty much
Right.
knowing exactly who the other is.
It's like I always wondered whether or not he knew he was Superman right there, right? It's like
I
I don't know.
Oh yeah. Well, I think he does. I'm not sure. I always had the inkling that he had an idea that he was Superman. Well, at least we know that Superman knows who he is.
Oh, Superman definitely knows. He's
Yeah.
like, yo, what the hell is up with this dude, this earpiece? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I'm looking at Cavill. He can barely fit those those pants he's wearing. He's so big.
right?
Oh, that's right.
He is.
That's right. Ooh. And she's like, "Yep, I got it. What you gonna do about it?" She waited for him to see her.
Right? Mm. Capitol building. A little bit of foreshadowing.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm a few seconds after you on this thing
Okay.
for the buffering. The buffering is get you every time. And so yeah, Superman's got to go.
South Cali guy said, y'all, breaking news just in. Snyder liked on Vero the post about the t-shirt design and the Wayne T. Car logo. Hey.
Oh, nice. I thought he wasn't interested in that stuff anymore.
So it's confirmed. Yeah. Hey. Nah. As soon as Austin started breaking that down, I was like, yo, it's too many things that match up with that logo for it to be some kind of coincidence. Yo. I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
What a scene! This scene right here. It's thick.
Oh yeah. Right. Mm. This is a great scene too.
It's
Mm. This is a cold ass scene. Yo. Must there be a Superman?
That's really nice. What a nice montage there.
Retro. That's great stuff right there, right?
Yeah.
That's
I,
gripping stuff
yeah.
right there, yo.
It,
Oh
it,
my god.
it really makes you like think about, yeah, what if there was a real Superman? How would people really react?
He said, on this earth, every act is a political act. And I was like, yo, they do be politicizing everything. Yo, could you imagine?
Look at him being silly.
Just a man.
To ruin your life.
Man.
Don't take it. He's
Yeah.
the devil.
Yeah. They're pointing out in the chat, they're actually cutting out the part where Lex orchestrates the killing of the Bat branded people. Yep. They cut that part out too.
Oh yeah, which makes it even more so. Like that brand makes people is a target, make them a target.
But it's not 1938. Clark Kent taking on the Batman. Oh my god. This movie is filled with too many iconic lines, Retro.
Right. She's like, bye.
That's what I tell people now, Retro. Because they be asking me about my cell poster, and I be like, yo, it's a whole lot of fakes out there, you know what I'm saying? But the real one hangs over the bed of the Sultan of Ajar.
Nice.
Oh my god. It's a lot of fake ones out there.
Oh man.
But the real one. This is such a great scene too.
Oh
It
yeah.
kind of reminds me of like a Thomas Crown Affair type thing, right?
Yes. Yes.
Uh-oh, here we go. Coming up on one of the greatest scenes in comic book movie history.
I just love how they interact with each other, and you can call her a bad actor or whatever, but she killed that moment. She
Man,
really
she
did.
kills it as
Yeah,
she kills it as Wonder Woman. Period.
Yeah, she killed that moment. That was so amazing. Their chemistry, the flirting, and the seriousness of it too. Oh boy, this scene, yeah. This is a scene. This is a scene. I don't know how many times I've seen this scene in particular. The nightmare scene. Dang, look at that. Whoa.
Omega symbols.
Yeah, setting it up.
Timestamp, people. We are approaching 52 minutes and 15 seconds, so you guys can make sure you're synced up. Did you hear it? The Rock. Batman with a trench coat.
I know, right? Kryptonite in there, right? Oh. So
It was all a setup.
see, he would have been just fine if they hadn't killed his people. And people were mad because he had a gun. I'm like, dude, what is he gonna do?
It's parademons, yo.
Yeah.
It's parademons out here.
One poor girl made it.
Oh my god.
Wow. Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, he just had to snap one more neck.
I was like, damn. Oh gosh.
He had to snap one more neck before he went out.
Dang. It just shows you what Zack was planning all the way back then. Nobody knew
Right.
it. No one had a clue. I certainly didn't have a clue. He's so dumb. He's like, am I too soon? I'm too soon.
Right? To find us. But the papers was flying in the background, right? Hey.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's very
Bad
interesting,
dancing.
like how they.
What were you saying?
I was like, that it's very interesting how the flower, we have there's the thing that looks like a dream, but then there's that real world thing, that real world element of the papers flying. So it's like it happened. Yeah, it did.
Right. We got Austin popping back up in here. Say, am I
Austin.
missing the best scene? Yeah, you just missed it, bro.
Oh man, yeah, you would have loved it.
It said you was right about hashtag Shadows in jail and Netflix. You've always been right about it. Hey.
Am I too soon? I love that part. He's so silly. He's just. I love the character, and they knew what they were writing, how they were writing him since the beginning. It was great.
I love how Batman's willing to just get a whole plan up to him now. He's like, I ain't even gonna hide it from you no more, big dog. That's that Dick Cheney line.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh. How many stayed
What?
that way? How many stayed that way? I love it.
Yo, what he says 14 hours in the Ultimate Edition as he walks off. Why would they take that out?
Mm.
That's so weird.
Yeah, the choices I didn't understand. I didn't understand that.
The white Portuguese. Austin is confirmed, right? Yeah, the homie South Cali came in here with the breaking news earlier, right?
Really good news.
Yeah, it's just super dope that with everything that's been happening, and when we kind of got that confirmation from Scott Stuber the other day that really was like when everything became like game over, and then to have this happen afterwards, it was just a little bit of icing on the cake,
Yeah. But I mean, I personally don't think I was worried at all because I'm like, yeah, well, this is gonna work itself out. But yeah, that was a great nod to people who've been waiting for answers. So
Yeah. Batmobile. Yes, Mama Bear. There was a post on Vero that Zach liked and interacted with that was confirming Austin's theory about the logos that we were going over, the hashtag sale stuff. And Zach having that logo from Full Circle kind of overlap the sale logo. Confirmed. So ain't no more doubt about that.
Woo! Damn.
Yo,
The stunts in this is sick.
this Batmobile chase scene is so dope, right?
Ah, man.
I think it's better than the one that's in the Batman.
Oh, you know, I haven't seen that movie yet. So. See. Oh. I was like, they were just carrying around all those weapons for like a war somewhere in this truck.
Hey, they was trying to get that shipment there by any means necessary. Right, Gotham Jazz.
Bam. Oh. Walls, what are they? I love it.
One of the things that I really love too is just how like they made the Batmobile so formidable and it was plowing through everything.
Yes.
Right. And then
oh my goodness. Yes, I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Retro is loving this whole chase scene.
Yes, definitely.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Man, he was doing so good. Soups, you came at the wrong time.
That's what I mean though. It's like that thing was plowing through everything and it bounces off of Superman and makes that little sound like it's like ping.
I know. What is that car made out of?
Like what the fuck? he like
It's like, what? I don't have time for you.
Right. Like, man, this weird ass dude, man. Right? He like, man, what the hell's wrong with this dude?
Look at it. It's still going. It's a little beat up, but it's still happening. How did it survive all that? It's doing a lot of
Alan
sparks
said,
now.
I found a Hot Wheels BBS Batmobile at Walmart the other day. They still putting out Snyderverse merchandise. That's because it's viable.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. We got El Necron in the building. What's going on, El Necron? He said, stopping through to get Sky reviews. Hey, that's what's up, bro. We just finished up that BBS chase scene.
Oh.
It's showing that kryptonite getting unloaded right now.
He could have almost had it if it wasn't for Soups. Oh, but he's got the tracking device on there, yeah.
Yep.
Which is another moment where I thought he had that gun and shot it, and I was like, oh no, Batman's gonna just straight up assassinate somebody. It was just to put that tracker on there.
She said Batman gonna assassinate somebody.
He's at it.
I love Lex's theme too. It like sounds so diabolical.
Oh yeah. Oh, Martha.
Martha, Martha, Martha. Bad Dan says Lex's theme is Superman's theme inverted.
Ooh.
And we got Leon saying that was a homage to a scene in the Dark Knight Returns comic retro.
Okay. They're doing a little recap for us.
What's going on, Charles Austin? Because you were there. Yeah. He was saying the rifle scene retro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Dark Knight Returns definitely had that famous scene with the sniper rifle.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Soledad Brian. I remember her.
You see the picture of Thomas of Thomas Wayne in the background.
Oh yeah. It's basically, I won't say anything yet for anybody seeing this for the first time.
In the Ultimate Edition too, she didn't know what was about to happen, kind of going, or she wasn't as aware that he was evil
Yeah,
before
nobody.
going into the hearing.
I think
Right?
nobody. Yeah, nobody did. Nobody thought that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lex. So you use it as a grappling gun, yeah. Dark Knight Returns. We got Necron saying, by the way, cool as F to see Retro on here. Salute.
Thank you.
Right.
It's my pleasure to be here. That's for sure.
Bad Dan says they left out the whole subplot of that one woman lying about everything. That's why Finch is less aware
Oh
of
yeah,
everything.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
Because she goes to her office and she tells her like, "Hey, I lied."
yeah.
And in this version, she doesn't do that. Look at how quiet that room get when Superman walk in there.
Yeah.
You can hear a pin drop.
Oh God, he's so huge. It's like bigger than everybody in the whole place.
Mm. Mm.
Uh-oh.
She is like, I know that ain't what I think it is.
I love the fact that she's doubting it for a second. She's like, huh? She's such a good actress.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Not a hair touched.
Mm. And think about being him in that situation, right?
Yeah, yeah. He's like, dang.
Mm.
Now he really wants a piece of Superman.
They also take out Superman helping.
Yes, yes. Yeah, which is another like piece to it, or that was emotionally.
Yeah, because it was showing that he was trying to help, and they kind of didn't want him there.
Yeah, it took out. That was a huge piece of it.
Mm.
It's been too long since I've seen this. I really should be like watching it more often. Ah, he stole your goodie. Na, 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 na.
Right.
But he's still playing into his hands, though. That's right. He kind of has that smile at the end, like, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted.
Right. Bad Dan says the problem with this version is that we saw the Ultimate Edition.
Oh, oh yeah.
Charles Austin said that the Superman hairstyle gonna cost them $40 million. You're right. They're crazy licensing fees, right?
Dang.
They say it's gonna cost 100 billion, 100 billion to license this thing, Retro.
Just for the hair?
Right? Yeah, because apparently you have to license like every single thing. Like you have to license Gotham City, you have to license Metropolis, right? You have to license Lex Luthor's bald head. Right? You got to license the Batarangs. There's that big penny that's in that's in Batman's cave. half the time, right?
Mm.
Nah, I'm just joking. And there are people that are always coming up with these like outlandish fees that people are saying that Netflix is gonna have to pay.
Oh, they want to do. But
Yeah,
they've done stuff before in the past, right? So
yeah.
yeah.
They'd be like, "Oh my God, it would cost so much money. Netflix doesn't have enough money to pay for it. It's gonna cost so much."
No, Netflix has a lot of money. I don't
Right?
even know I ask no questions, but these guys have a lot of money. They're spending it all the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, they just opened up a new studio in New Jersey.
hmm
And it sounds sick. They have a lot of money.
They said the Lex Luthor bald head alone is 50 million. Right?
Ah.
Uh,
Okay, now this is the scene they were like, we cannot cut this part out,
right?
right? The workout scene.
Oh yeah.
We need to get a slow down, fully. We need to see the abs.
They
That
was
part
like,
is not negotiable.
we got to put the abs in for retro,
Yeah,
right?
that was not negotiable.
The Batman workout scene.
Yeah, the fact there's just one cut of just the Batman workout scene. That's it.
Weights.
I think he works out.
Oh yeah. Ben was in there throwing some weight around, boy.
The thing I really liked about him was that he kept it up for a while there. It still looks like he's doing something to keep in shape. So
hmm Uh-oh.
I don't think he's as big as he was, but in that scene, but he was keeping up.
Found the Wonder Woman picture.
Diana. She's like, I see you taking that picture of me.
Facial recognition.
She knows where all the cameras are. I wonder that they never did explain it. Wish they had gone into it a little bit deeper and to explain how she knows when cameras are on her. Yeah, we should have got a movie with this. With that music.
Right. Hey, we just watched Wonder Woman 2017 over on Josh's channel the other day, and we did a watch along for it on my platform on Saturday. That movie is so amazing, retro. What are your thoughts on Wonder Woman 2017?
Well, here's the thing. I've been saving it for a special occasion, so I haven't seen it yet.
Retro.
Yep, I am going to see it, but I'm saving it.
You got to watch the watch along that we just did, and you can watch it with us.
I will. Oh, that sounds nasty.
I know it's been hard trying to pull retro into the modern realm.
I
You know
know.
what I'm saying? Right? Yeah.
And show me the 1974 movie. I haven't even seen that one yet either. So.
The Chrysalis.
I do love that name. I mean that word, chrysalis. good one.
Oh man. Was Superman involved?
Yeah, they're ready. They're ready burning uh, replicas of him and stuff like that. My goodness, they turned on him like real quick.
Right. Well, you already had a lot of the world that already didn't like him, and then now with these actions
Yeah.
from Lex is really seeming to
Oh, I'm getting
turn
blush
the tide a
brain.
bit.
I do love this scene so very much. It is amazing. The writing here is incredible. Ah, oh no.
Mm.
Ooh, what a tale.
Kevin Costner, man.
Yeah,
Superman has two great dads, Kevin Costner and Russell Crowe.
I know,
Right.
right?
And I kind of like that being the take on the Fortress of Solitude, right? He just goes up there and kind of has his moments,
That was
and
that was brilliant. That was so brilliant to put him in there like that and just tell that little story. And it may have been something from memory, but it was just great. It was just so great.
and then while he was talking with his father, Bruce is having this conversation with Alfred.
Yeah, it was his surrogate father.
Mm, they were hunters. Oh, and they got rid of that line. So falls the house of Wayne.
Mm.
Oh man. Mm. This would have to be terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, I want y'all to know that Batman knew exactly where the fight was going to end up. Mm.
That suit is so amazing. I love it so much. What a great design.
The night is here. Wonderful design, right?
Yeah, just incredible. If you ever told me that he was gonna ever look like that, I'm like, this is that what? That?
Right.
Wow. He's very creative. Ah, look at those tats. We know who that is.
I love how how KG Beast hears this song playing right now, and then he starts like he says a line from this song to Clark's mom later. That song was saying, "Every time we say goodbye, I die a little." And then he says that line to Clark's mom later. And it's like, that's just little subtle stuff like that, yo. It's super dope. Leon of the New Geek says, nope, it's Clark's ability to literally communicate to the other side. His senses are that heightened. It's further shown in ZSJL when his two deceased fathers are talking to him in the present tense.
Oh yeah. Oh
Right?
yeah. That was that was incredible. I was like, what? Yeah, overload.
It's time. Timestamp is we are approaching 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 30 seconds. We are with Lex talking to Lois about LexCorp metals. Yeah. Mm. A pretty little road called Lois Lane. Mm.
Sheesh.
Uh-oh.
It's like, let me handle this thing.
Oh man,
Let me deal with this. And do you see how he's shaking? And he's not shaking because he's neurotic. He's shaking because he thinks that he might die.
Joseph Kent. See what we call Clark Joe.
Yeah, you know.
It's facing abominations. Can I be all good? Here's all good. Never can you. You need to see. Oh my God. Oh snap. Hold on.
2 years.
Is his mother? Mm.
I just love the way he says it. Every special lady is his mother.
Yo, we got another guest popping through.
Ooh.
We're gonna bring him up here. Come kick it with us. We got the homie, the good Austin in the building.
The good
What's going
Austin.
on, Austin? Where you go? Oh snap! I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
What?
I guess we'll get Austin back up here in a second.
Okay. He is dancing. He is dancing with danger. He's so scared
Look.
right now.
I love this scene so much, retro. Like,
Yeah.
holes in the holy. Bring me that. What I love about this scene is that when it starts off, like Superman's all like way up here, and then the more Lex keeps talking, the further down Superman comes, and then by the end of the conversation, it's been a complete power swap, and now Superman is kneeling before him.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. All right.
Tell me your timestamp really quickly.
Okay, we are approaching 1 hour 33 minutes and no 1 hour 34 minutes and 10 seconds almost. I always give you guys like a little 5-second bumper to get caught up.
Where?
We're seeing the ship powering up, electricity. Perry White. Now we got Diana in the white outfit.
Okay.
Hello. Am I here?
Hey.
Yes.
I don't know what happened, bro. What's good?
Yeah, I have no idea what happened. As soon as I added you, it like did something weird.
It said it's the device is not connected, and my cam went blank, and my microphone was off. I'm like, what?
Oh.
What? It sent a surge so hard in the stream, just shorted out my stuff, I guess.
But, they said that we should all kind of be experiencing weird digital issues and glitches and stuff like that around this time.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. That's what I heard. And so I'm like, oh, okay, I'll give everything a minute.
Y2K all over again. Oh, there's the picture. It is you.
Okay, so I hope I caught up to you guys. I'm not sure.
I put myself a little bit ahead. I might have to pause. She rubbing her head right now?
Picture of Diana.
Okay. Let me know when it says it is you. When she's rubbing her head right now.
No, I mean, it's already past. He's like, where have you been? Like,
okay, let me know when you guys get to the flash part.
All right.
Once you get to the flash part, then we'll be all synced up.
She's looking at it.
Now, she's opening the file, going to the video. Video starting now. Play. There you go. Yeah.
When I saw this in the theater, I was like, and then this happens. You're like, oh, he's gonna do the Flash stuff like that. Oh shit! And I'm like, okay, Aquaman, whatever. But no.
Mariana Trench. Or the Tonga Trench, right?
Tonga Trench right there.
Right. Are you guys up to Cyborg yet?
Nope.
Okay,
I'm
I better
not.
pause.
She's
Okay, I'll wait.
opening the cyber. Yeah, it's at Cyborg now.
Okay. I love this part. Because they actually continue with this in Justice League.
Yeah.
I mean, the real Justice League movie.
When you see this part, you're like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
Because we had no clue at the time, like the concept of mother boxes, anything like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's how he's doing a mother box. Imagine being Diana, like, what did I just see?
Yeah, yeah. Everybody in the audience was doing the same thing. They were like, "What is this?"
You just experienced like when your friend sends you an email of like some crazy video you shouldn't have watched. You're like, she's like, oh my god, I need to walk away from my computer.
Like what?
And poor Perry White and everybody who survived the first event in Man of Steel, they're seeing all this shit go off at the thing, and they're like having flashbacks. Perry White, he turned around, and he's like, no way, this is happening again. Here's the moment.
Yeah, I'm
Everyone
having
remembers that
serious
music?
buffering issues at this point.
Oh dang! I'm seeing Superman. Just here I am. This guy's intro.
Well,
Oh, I'm a little
Great.
ahead. I paused. Let me know when
I
you're
love
getting.
how like he told her. I mean, he told him earlier, like, don't like when they shine your light in the sky, don't go to it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
he's like,
saying?
well,
And
here
then
I am. Did you just split the thing in half? Chuck the thing at the.
Yep.
All right, perfect. I'm lined up with you.
Yeah.
You don't understand. He's like, bro, my mom. Do you? Let me toss you real quick.
They have my mommy.
Bro.
It's Lex Luthor. He's the one doing. He wants us to fight.
This whole time he's like worrying about his mom. He's like, this guy's got anti-aircraft guns right now. What a boss move. All right, well, just slice these things in half. All right.
I was really scared for Batman at this point because I'm like, how are you?
Yeah, dude, you're effed.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
But he's a trooper for taking these slams, though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He just eats it.
Yeah.
He's like, whoo, all right, this is the first one, actually. All right, all right. Actually, I think, well, he plans this out. You find out because he put the spear in a specific spot. He knew that he was going to get thrown this way.
Yeah.
Eat this.
It's like,
I half wish that he played a little Joker sound, like as a tribute, like a
breathe it in.
That's how we got that idea. I feel like. Hank, appreciate you, by the way, South Cali guy, for facilitating Zach confirming my theory.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, South Cali guy.
You're not brave. Men are brave.
Men are brave.
Let's go.
Oh.
He's like, what?
Man.
I like the concern on his face.
Yeah.
Like, oh snap! This is.
Then he punches it. You can see his hand hurt too. He's like, ah.
Yeah. Like, oh man.
You ever punch like a fridge or something really hard on accident? You're like, oh, I should have done that.
Oh, foot in the stomach.
Onto concrete. Yeah, this is the first time he's really feeling pain since the Zod fight, but this is even worse. I also love this part.
Me too. And it kind of like
when it wears off.
Yeah.
I low key love that part because you can hear it. It's like ting, ting, ting. It's like finding a stud in the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ooh. Like, bro, enough of this.
Yeah.
As growing up as a kid, watching all the classic DBZ fights. Like I grew up when DBZ was a thing. Like, well, it still is now, but when it really was in its heyday on TV, this fight reminded me of so many. Here it is. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's like steel. Wow.
Yeah, right. Oh, found the stud. There it is.
He's like, oh snap.
He's trying to reach for his weapon right there.
Oh, imagine being punched through the ground in concrete.
I
Ooh.
couldn't. I feel like
Yeah,
all of
you'd
our backs
just
would be
be
broken. Yeah, we
yeah,
would be
you'd just be soup at that point.
like how much internal bleeding does he have right now? I
Yeah.
want to know.
You would just be like a pile of bones and blood, and that's it.
And guts, yeah, like
Yeah.
a bunch of mush.
Uh-oh.
Reload, reload, reload.
He was about to kill him right here.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember that scream before. That's pretty vulgar scream.
Yeah, it would sound like he was.
Oh, dude, he hit it too hard, dude.
Oh no, I hate this part.
Yep. This is like WWE.
Why do you have to be so savage, Batman? Come on.
This is Stone Cold.
You got a choice.
Stone Cold against Kane. Just fucking oof. Oh, he grabs the hair like a barber, dude. Let me get in there.
Man.
It's all part of his plan, dude. Ooh, man. They make it feel so real.
Yeah, the sound design is
What,
like
that stack of radiators.
Yeah.
they were put right in the right spot, right? Look at that, how they are.
I always meant to
Perfectly
pause
placed.
this. Yeah, right. I always meant to pause this and look at all the spray paint and see what like messages Zack left on the wall.
Ooh.
A different reason. Dying in the gutter for no reason at all.
And shot put. Oh. I felt every one of those pillars.
Me too. Poor soups. Yeah, man, you need to chill.
When he picked up the spear, when I saw that in the theater, I was like, "Oh shit! He planned the whole fight out. Like what?" And that's when it really clicked for me. I was like, "Batman, the greatest detective, the greatest planner, the greatest like everything, dude." Batman with prep time, dude, unbeatable.
Hey.
It's always like, Batman versus this person. It's like, all right, well, how much prep time does Batman get? Oof.
You know the man. He's really been looking at him like he's like less than human this whole movie.
He looks around. He's like, well, why did you say that name?
He said, "Cut that cheek." Yeah, he had to cut that cheek just to prove a point. He said, "Bro, you gonna
You
bleed,
bleed,
bro?"
yeah.
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 You know, it's funny. It probably even angered him more at first than anything. It wasn't until Lois came in that really made him stop what he was doing.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought this scene was brilliant. I didn't know that Martha and there was two Marthas
Yeah,
in the
me either.
GP. I had
I was
no
like,
clue.
oh my
Yeah.
god, their mom's names are the same. What the
Yeah, I
fuck?
had no idea. I was totally like, for real?
People started to hate on it. I'm like, oh, okay. This is some
But
kind of weird agenda. I knew immediately. I was like, this isn't real. All this backlash against this movie. Granted,
Yeah.
the 30 minutes more, what is like, it does make the movie that much better, but still the theatrical version still hits.
it still works,
Yeah.
I think.
We
But
at the part where
like,
Batman and Superman just stop fighting. They about to talk. Batman about to go off and go save Superman's mom, while Superman goes to go holler at Lex. Batman's making Superman a promise that Martha won't die tonight.
He literally was like, my mother needs me. Huh? It was about to be out, dude. That's Soups. They say he's not a Boy Scout. She gave him that smile, like, see, people do stay good in this world.
uh-oh, Batman about to do some damage.
This is the most iconic scene. Good luck onto it.
Alfred coming in a clutch there. I love
Couldn't
it.
give Lois a ride. Sorry, you gotta fucking and take that spear to wherever.
Just like that. Yeah.
Jeez. Imagine being a bad guy in that warehouse. What the?
Uh-oh.
Oh, sick.
Wee.
Yep. Light him up. Leonardo DiCaprio was on the guns there.
Sorry, but you think that those guys deserve to be alive? Like, they're
No.
like,
No.
they're jerks. They're I don't mind it.
They're
I
human
do not
traffickers.
mind it. Yeah.
Yeah,
And they're about to kill an innocent lady. So
yeah, I took it as whenever Batman like really killed in this movie, it was in situations where he really didn't have time to like stop and try to make sure that everybody was okay. It was really only the people that was that had the minigun earlier, these dudes down here, which he obviously couldn't stop and reason with. And
right.
Yeah, it really wasn't like he was going on a killing spree.
no, and I think the other piece about it is that these are really bad guys. Like in other iterations, they usually have robots or drones or something that's not human. These are just bad. These are bad people for sure.
Yeah.
So
he's just been training to fight Superman too. Like these guys stood no chance.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're so right. You're so right.
He's training to fight Superman in a one-ton suit. Now he's in his regular suit. He's about to F the crap out of these dudes. That's why he just Superman punched that guy.
Wow! Ouch!
Yeah. That's why he takes a couple bullets to the head. Doesn't really react to it either. He goes Super Saiyan right now.
They were trying to blame him for killing that guy. I was like, that ain't even his fault. Like,
yeah, right.
Oh. Poor Martha. She is worried. She's like, what the heck is happening?
That's how you know they're really bad guys too. You know, they run out of ammo. They don't reload. They just take out their knives. Like, forget.
Look, they're actually shooting him.
We don't have any more clips. We're just gonna take out our knives. Oof.
Oof.
That's my favorite.
It's like straight up like damaging people.
Oh, the straight gunshot to the head, dude.
Oh, ooh. You think it's over for him when they like get him on the ground like that?
Right. Like, nope. Oh, takes the knife out of the shoulder. He didn't kill that guy either.
No, he just gave him the same mark he Ooh.
Love how this guy just lights the whole wall up, by the way. I would do the same thing. Just empty the clip. Nope.
He would have been better served.
One shot, one kill, Batman.
Oh.
Dude, do you know how heavy that gun is? He was just one-handing.
Hey, is KG Beast dead? You know what I'm saying? We don't know, right? Like, hey,
You're right.
Just speaking of the Batman, right? Right after that warehouse scene, we got the homie pulling up. We got Leon in the building. What's going on, Leon?
Hello. I had to show up after that scene. Amazing.
A warehouse scene.
The greatest Batman scene ever put to film. Ever.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. Oof.
And one bat head
short. Working.
Gotham Roast.
Breaking in person. Yeah.
I'd rather do the breaking in person. I love that scene.
This dude just got plans on plans on plans.
No.
Yeah. He's
right.
Definitely had a lot going on.
I feel like even if Doomsday didn't work, he was going to have something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those 3 or 4 part ideas that's kind of like had several forks in the road where it could go this way and this could affect Batman and make Superman look bad, or he just, it was so many different machinations that he had going on. This Lex was quite brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, he was playing everybody, at the same time, like basically masterminding every puppetry everybody. It's great. He knew what they were going to do and how to do it. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so gross the way he comes out.
Yeah, it's gross. Yeah.
I'm sounding like he burped, bro.
Ew.
Still got the scar from Zod, right?
Yep.
That's crazy too. As dead.
Ew.
Mm.
Yeah, yo.
Mm. He's like, "Is this you, bro?" He like, "Where that motherfucker at?" He like, yo, he might have stood a chance. He like, but you? He will be
Ah.
They build monuments to you? Is this your king?
Going right through it.
I've always
Vampire.
wondered if Lex maybe had like a contingency plan for Doomsday because he had access to the what was it, like 100,000 worlds, the knowledge on 100,000 worlds.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of information on in the Krypton files. Who
Right.
knows what he found and we'll use in the future, but we can't. There's no, won't know for at least a while.
And product placement right here with the Turkish Airlines. Remember they did the commercials for it?
Oh yeah.
She's like, "What is this? Do they need me?"
Ooh.
Oh.
She like, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss my flight. Oh man.
How best to describe it? He's like, how best do I describe? There is an alien being terrorizing the city. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, we got another special guest popping through.
Wow.
Right?
Full house. What do we got?
We got the homie Josh Herrera in the building. What's going on, Josh?
What's going on, guys? I think I'm pretty synced up with y'all. What do y'all see on the screen?
They are discussing nuking Superman.
Yep. Yep.
God have mercy on our soul. Oh my goodness. Hey, yo, shouts out to the homie Mr. Nobody with the $5 super chat.
Aww. Saying
Lex is a straight menace, made Superman bow down and was running Batman around. Straight up menace. Hey, shouts out to the homie. Let me give you this drop real quick. You know what I mean?
Good stuff. Real quick, Zach. Shout out. Last question is, I want to ask you not about the legalities or like the probabilities or anything like that, but can you just speak to the resolve of your fan base that now that we're trying to get this thing sold to a third party?
The fan base has consistently been amazing and consistently, look, regardless of what I think, the fan base has their own ideas and they seem to win.
Yes, sir.
Can't believe they nuked my boy. Y'all see that? How they gonna nuke me like that, yo? You know what I'm saying? Like, with just no regard. Superman. It's dope because that's actually super realistic. Because Doomsday would have been projectile 1 because Superman was like pushing him out, so he was the first one to leave. So since that, he would have been projectile too. That's actually a super dope touch.
Ooh, look at that.
Yep, very military accurate.
They just upgraded him.
Yeah.
Like Godzilla -1 him.
Totally. We were watching actually King of the Monsters, and I brought up, I was like, one casualty, sir, Superman. And Sky was like, projectile too, because there's a lot of similarities between BVS and King of the Monsters, right, Sky?
Oh yeah, whole lot. Whole lot, bro.
Oh, you're shooting weapons at the thing and it's growing, huh? You got a problem.
Yo, picture being Batman in this scenario, right?
Oh, get out of there. What? Get out.
Oh, here we go. But that's dope, because that's when Batman figured out that it was Kryptonian.
Mm-hmm. Heat vision.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably trying to process so much all at once, and he's like, I have no time to feel emotional about this. I just have to accept the fact that there's aliens and there's apparently gigantic Frankenstein-looking monsters at this point. Just gotta accept it. Let's just roll with it. Oh, and this thing is Kryptonian. Fuck.
Yeah, right.
20 years in Gotham. I don't think he saw that.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Right. He's like, boy, do I wish I had 20 years in Gotham.
God.
Ooh. Yikes.
Super accurate, though. It's super comic accurate.
It's refueling up.
Oh my God. Another super chat. He said, drop that shit again. You know what I'm talking about. Yo, I'm about to drop it. Just 1 second.
Yes.
Let me see the Wonder Woman part real quick. You know what I'm saying? This part had the theaters going crazy, yo.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
And full circle, too.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yes, sir. Oh shit!
He wasn't gonna make it out of that one.
Yeah. No,
I
he
think he
definitely
could
was
have.
not.
This is the one scene I think Zach dropped the ball. No offense, Zach, love you, brother, but you know what I'm saying. This is the one scene I'm like, nah, bro. Have my man get out of there, man.
Here we go. Boom.
Here we go. United.
Right after we get this Trinity drop, I mean, we see the Trinity. I'm about to hit y'all with this drop. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta see the Trinity real quick.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I laugh every time Lois falls. I'm like, yo, what is a puddle? What are you doing? But I never ran into
Fiery background of the Trinity.
Oh, here we go. You should get. I've been a little busy. I love that part, Joe. Superman come right back. First question: did you find the spear?
Find the spear. I've been a little busy. The way he asked him was like, "Oh shit, you so good at finding shit, bro. Did you find that?"
Hey, the Trinity.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, with Wonder Woman in the front.
Yeah, I do love this part.
All right.
It's just like I've fought things from other worlds before.
Facts. Now I'm hit y'all with this drop. I'm going and listen to the homie Zach real quick. You know what I mean?
Good stuff. Real quick, Zach. Shout out. Last question is, I want to ask you not about the legalities or like the probabilities or anything like that, but can you just speak to the resolve of your fan base that now that we're trying to get this thing sold to a third
Look,
party?
the fan base has consistently been amazing, and consistently, look, regardless of what I think, the fan base has their own ideas, and they seem to win.
Yeah. Shouts out to the homie Mr. Nobody.
It's like,
Hey,
ooh, cut that car in half.
this fight is so intense.
It is.
And you just see Batman just looking at it all like, yo, what the hell am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
right now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Batarang.
Batman, like, yo, we gotta find this spear, bro. Where's my kryptonite grenade?
This might be one of the realest Batman scenes ever put to film. Like
this next one, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah. This the whole like, what the fuck am I gonna do, bro? Because like, if you think about it, not picking on Marvel directors, but like, I think a Marvel director probably would have had him doing some goofy shit like, I have a nanotech shield or some shit. You know what I mean?
I thought this was a really amazing scene, seeing the two with the laser eyes face each other.
Yes.
Iconic. And then, well,
looks like a painting.
Yeah.
But back to the Batman part. That's what's dope though. Is like they really didn't try to, because he keeps upgrading his tech throughout these movies, and you see here, like he was planning on fighting Superman, but obviously he doesn't see this whole Doomsday shit coming. And then when it gets to Justice League, it's like he's like really geared up, and he's like, all right, now I got some stuff that's a little bit more formidable now, right?
Right, absolutely.
He like, oh shit. Time to do it.
I love that part, bro. The Dark Knight Returns imagery, the fact that he dipped, he's like, oh, smoke screen, oh shit, gotta go. Love it.
He's surviving,
I love that Ben. Huh? What'd you say?
I said he's surviving though. You know what I mean?
Amen. That's Batman right there. Like he's like, shit. I'll figure this shit out later. Let me get the hell out of here first. That man was like, I love how Ben's face. You could see fear. He's like, oh god. Like, that was very real. I dug it.
And inside the mask, you can still see it inside the mask.
Very true.
Which is very hard to do.
I love when the curl is slowly coming.
The curl is happening, yeah.
Gotta rough him up a little bit. He was too pretty in Man of Steel.
Look at Diana.
She still looks gorgeous, right?
Hey, Gal's so fine, bro.
I love the way she's like, this is fun,
Yeah, exactly.
He is looking at Doomsday. He's like, yo, I ain't got no choice, bro. He's like, this motherfucker is just getting stronger and stronger. He got a spike growing out his hand now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I know what I got to do. You are my world, Lois.
That's very in character.
And it takes the whole Trinity to stop him too.
Yeah.
Batman with that one last grenade, huh?
It's kind of like a mini Justice League. I was thinking about this earlier too, about how like when Doomsday in the comics killed Superman, it was because they had really not the fully formed, powerful Justice League. It was the JLI, if I'm not mistaken, Justice League International. So it was almost like if they had the Justice League proper, they'd have handled Doomsday. But and that's Zack's kind of homage to that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have the Justice League, so you know, Superman had to bite the dust. Or did he?
He's like, oh, I'm gonna bring you closer. I'm gonna push the steam inside of me so we can both die.
Oh my god, the score in this scene is so fantastic.
Yeah.
The nod to Excalibur too, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That is pretty nasty, that cut.
Yeah. Looks a little fatal.
Oh, looks like, yeah, it looks pretty damn.
My theater was shocked. They were like, for real?
Yeah, I think that was the thing that I think people couldn't or had a biggest, not that they had the issue with it, but it kind of brought it to like a moment where people weren't sure what was going to happen with the franchise. Even though we had a feeling he was going to be brought back to life, people seem to have an issue with him dying in this one. Like you gotta wait for the answer. You gotta wait for the answer. Oh gosh, that
you know
really
what I remember experiencing about that was like the fact that even as comic book geeky and as much knowledge of DC as I have, that shit still caught me by surprise. I was like, wait, why am I surprised? It's Doomsday. Right. Like when you see Doomsday first meet Superman, he has to die. Yeah. But it just didn't even hit me until like he died. I was like, what the fuck? That was crazy to me. Yeah. It just hit me. So kudos to the film because I didn't see it coming.
Hey, there's no formula with Zack. Zack's he's gonna give you subversion.
Right. Even though it's kind of staring you in the face, you know, you're still like, wait, they killed Superman? Damn.
Yeah.
Very famous religious imagery right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Y'all remember when people were saying that Superman's death was too soon and nobody felt emotion? Every kid, like I tell the story all the time. One of the times I went to see this movie was with my homeboy who has a bunch of kids. Literally half of his children were crying. So yeah.
True.
Lex with the shaved head. You bald, bro.
Has to be. They're all evolving slowly but surely.
Yeah, they're becoming who they're supposed to be. I don't know. I think the only person that I think is really like seasoned at what he's doing and is definitely Batman, because there's like a whole history that we never really got a chance to know about him, about what happened with Robin and the Joker and all that stuff.
True.
You said Lex's bald head cost $200 million. Oh. Right. We got Andrea saying, this movie was so good, would have been a banger if it came out this year. Yeah, even still, right? Even still.
They could put it back in theaters. I'd go if it was around my theater.
I can't believe that you missed it, Retro. That's crazy.
Yeah, I missed a lot of movies. Yeah. It's not around where I live, so.
We're gonna have to petition Netflix and get them to put a theater over there. You know?
Right by my home.
Yeah. Right.
Justice for Retro.
That's so sweet. Oh, this breaks your heart.
Mhm.
And he was going to propose.
Zack seamlessly put so much lore. Zack and company, they put so much lore into these movies. It's crazy. Like, and it felt organic. It didn't feel rushed. Even at that time, in my opinion, I always felt like it was a lovely ensemble in Man of Steel and an amazing ensemble in BVS. Us film lovers, I'm talking about the panel, and obviously, those that are watching, we didn't really look at this shit the way other people did in the lens of like, the Marvel formula. We looked at it like, oh wow, this is a crazy ensemble sci-fi film. And the way Zack was able to seamlessly put all these details in was really cool.
Agreed.
Yeah, and I feel like if superheroes were real, like these are the tales that would be told of them. The world very much reflects the way it is. Society is, I would say. So we'd react the same way, and there's something really I can connect to it. Besides it being like all of the other bells and whistles, like great acting, great dialogue, great cinematography, special effects, all that to go with it. So, I mean, definitely the music is insane.
Leon, TJ asked, have you heard about the new Maxwell Lord?
We don't talk about that right now. Anyway, so but yeah, to answer the question, I heard about that bullshit. We can talk about that later. But yeah, no. I can't even entertain that right now. But yeah, to what Retro was saying about the real world, I think even the heroes themselves and the characters, the protagonists, the way they reacted, like Clark wanting to marry Lois, in the viewer's mind, the layman's mind, they're like, "That's kind of quick," and it's like, no, this man found the most trustworthy human being he could ever encounter. She had all this information on this man, and she refused to give it up. And every step of the way, she just had his back, even before they became lovers in Man of Steel. You know what I mean? Like, she is incredibly trustworthy. So he was probably like, I don't know where I'm gonna find this again.
They've been together for 2 years. I mean, I think it's about time for him to, if he was going to do it. Yeah, he's also a Kansas boy, so why not?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Old school values.
Yep. Religious, traditional value type cat. Yep. Clark Joe.
Depends on what we call our tribe, Clark Joe. And there it is. If you seek his monument, look around you. It's such a cold line, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for real. Zack's films always feel like they're steeped in Americana too. Like you get that, like, you know what I mean? They're so hyper American, in the best ways possible.
Yeah.
I literally just realized he's in Supermax. Don't know what that was, right?
Oh, the maximum security prison for villains of DC.
Yeah, they're supposed to make a
Green
Arrow movie out of it. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
From David Goyer.
Yeah.
He thought it was Superman. Thank you. And a special look on his face.
I love his legs. Now he lost it.
A bell cannot be unrung.
Ding, 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 ding.
He's talking about Cells ESJL, baby.
Hey, let's go, Leo.
Shout out to Scott Stuber.
Yeah.
That shows you they're paying attention. They hear us. They know what we want, and they're trying to get it.
Out in the darkness, among the stars. Scott Stuber heard us.
Mm-hmm. The bell, it's ringing. Just making a simple scene seems so epic. That's Zack Snyder. Like,
yes,
the way he's right.
Absolutely.
Y'all should do the Zack Snyder test. I don't know if it's officially ever been called that, but I've seen murmurs online where if you just pause any random scene of Zack Snyder DCEU, like it all looks immaculate. Like no matter what you do, there's no like horrible scenes.
Yeah, yeah.
Here we go. Masterpiece.
Can't believe it kicks me out right at the end.
Oh, for real?
Oh no.
Right.
So good.
What a superb watch along.
Hey, y'all make sure to give BBS a good rating, you know what I'm saying? All right.
When you what do you mean a good rating? Where?
Oh no, just rate it. I meant on the Netflix app.
Oh really? Oh.
You can do a thumbs down, like it, or love it. And
oh, that's what
like
that's
it or
for.
love it.
You guys are teaching me something today. I did not know that. Yeah, of course. It's already liked. I thought I was putting it in my favorites or something. It's like, oh yeah, give me the.
As long as you engage.
Yes, no.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
Yo,
What a movie.
It's such a great film still, right? Even though there is a better version, this one is still fire, right? And I want to thank everybody that came through and was rocking out for this stream. Wait, can you guys hear me? Can everybody hear me? All right.
Yeah,
I can hear you. Right.
Yes, Superman, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Just watching this movie, it really took me back to being able to watch it in the theaters and how I experienced it then. I think that, when you revisit it now, yes, there are some things that are missing from the Ultimate Edition, but it's still a fantastic movie, and I still would have went to see it 4 or 5 more times if I had the opportunity to back then, right? I want to thank everybody that was on this panel and really rocking out. I want to get you guys' final thoughts on this film as we kind of go round robin around this here panel. I want to start with the homie Josh. Yo, what's it like revisiting this film after all this time? And yo, how are you feeling about the current state of everything going on with DC and Zack Snyder and all this goodness happening in the news right now, bro?
I'll answer that question first. Honestly, how I'm feeling, I'm just proud, y'all. I'm proud of all of y'all. everyone on the panel, everyone in this chat, everyone who came, everyone who clicked play on Netflix. Like this right here, what we're doing, this event shows that all the work, all the blood, all the sweat, all the tears has not been in vain. This is the progress that we were wanting. It's happening. It's going. The train is full steam ahead. So I am just proud of all of y'all for rocking out, gathering together, uniting, just like the Trinity did, together to take down the abomination. You know, I'm just saying abomination that's happening. So this movie is epic. I mean, when Retro and Leon were talking earlier, it actually made me think of The Good Austin, because I know that you have a background in like mythology and Greek mythology. Is that correct? So something that Leon and Retro were saying, I had that thought, like, this is iconic. This is our modern day Greek pantheon. This right here. This is what differentiates it from Marvel, which I do like. I do have like Marvel stuff in my apartment. I love X-Men and Spider-Man, but those are a little bit more different, right? DC has just been around longer and had so much more iconic art come out of it because it's been so prolific in our mainstream media. And this movie in particular just makes me remember why this IP is so precious and why it only belongs. You know, we can have different iterations, just like comic books, but we gravitated to the first uniting of the Trinity under this filmmaker because he handled it with so much care. He handled it with so much maturity. I know there's been this debate in our space about too dark, it's just these characters have had their silly, goofy, lighthearted, fun iterations. You know, they've had their time, they've had their place. We got Adam West, 1966. That was my first Batman ever. Loved it. But you know what? A few years later, Batman Returns came out. I watched that with my parents in theaters, probably when I was too young, and I was like, whoa, that's my Batman. So yeah, I think that this movie in particular just showcases these gods as they're meant to be seen. They are our modern day mythology, and that's what Zack Snyder loves about the characters. So shout out to y'all for really realizing that the filmmaker, in my opinion, that's best suited for these characters is Zack Snyder. We love this movie. We made it a success in theaters. We made it a success on streaming, and we're slowly but surely making it a success trend on Netflix. So I love it. I love the engagement. Thank you all for everyone who's come and supported, and thank you for everyone continuing to support. And the ride ain't over yet, because I know something that's tatted on me is going to be coming pretty soon. So I'm really really excited. So
hey, shouts out to the homie, right? Yeah, very soon, right? Very, very, very soon. You know what I'm saying? Right. Man, I want to thank you for coming through, Josh. It's always a pleasure having you on these panels, bro. And just being able to interact with you. So I appreciate you pulling up, bro. For sure. Right. Yes. Moving on. I want to get to the homie Leon, right, bro? Thank you for coming through. You already know what's up. You popped through towards the end of the movie, right? Right after that legendary Batman scene, bro. How are you feeling watching this film, revisiting it after all this time, and just to juxtapose that to everything that's happening right now in terms of Sale and Zack Snyder and just Netflix, Rebel Moon, all that stuff. What's on your mind, bro?
Yeah, can everybody hear me? Excellent. Okay, I had to plug in my headphones. Yeah, man, this has been incredible. Still an incredible journey. You know, still honored to be a part of this from the beginning.
Honored to be, according to Scott Stuber, this is a new fandom. This is a specific section of Snyder's fandom, man. I mean, he acknowledged that, they acknowledged that in the article. So it's the very plan that's been there from the start come to fruition, separate ourselves from others in order to shine a new light on the fandom and in order to send a new message that was necessary. So I'm incredibly humbled by all of that. Still, that's why I keep bringing it up, because it's one of two of probably the biggest, or three, I should say, one of three of the biggest, most important events to happen within the fandom, right? The idea in and of itself being the first, thank you, Skywalker. But the second thing was, well, does Zack actually want to continue, right? We heard other rumblings of him wanting to continue when Restore was still going on, and we needed a new message and a new answer to that after Restore got put to rest by WBD. The Full Circle Syndicate, Sil Abdul, myself, and Skywalker the Jedi got those answers. Zack Snyder said he wants to continue. Josh was there. He knows what's up. So it's like, that was number two. The third the biggest, like, close the door, we're done on huge events that we needed to happen was Netflix. Now, we've always said, like, the ball's in their court. That's an answer for them to discuss. We're not going to berate them. We're just going to engage with them, right? Scott Stuber comes out and says, of course. Like Sin Havoc said, sell is inevitable. Scott Stuber, head of Netflix Film, said, sell it. So at the end of the day, like, we're living in a world where these three things that happen, these three pillars that are holding up this new fandom, is like, I'm overjoyed, man. I'm just overjoyed. I'm constantly thinking about that every day now, man. Like, the narrative is secure, the narrative is signed and sealed. I just think that to reiterate what we've all been saying and what Josh said, thanking everybody for all the contributions. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, man. Thank you for rocking out with us. Thank you for continuing to keep the lights on, without you guys, especially the day ones. I say that all the time. You day ones, I know who you are. I know who you are. You guys are amazing. Keep doing what y'all doing, yo, because they literally see us. Zack Snyder sees us. Scott Stuber sees us. It feels kind of weird to say that, like, the freaking head of Netflix sees us, man. Like, can y'all think about that for a second? Can y'all just really bask in that for just a moment? Like, that's crazy. And he could have just said, they could have simply said, oh, yes, we're interested in the Snyderverse, which he said that, which is incredible in and of itself. But they made sure to be specific about the fandom, this fandom. General Skywalker started, little old me helped refined. And the other stewards along the way, man, the other shepherds, the other, the stone quarry men and women, as it were, right?
Yeah.
No less than the homie Sil Abdul, the good Austin, El Necron, Josh, fucking
Bat Dan doing his thing, Trey, Super Bro Corey, you know what I'm saying? Mikey, may he rest in peace. Like, and so many others. Retro, you know, A-Pass, Mama Bear. We see y'all, man. This is gets me emotional, not gonna lie. This is beautiful, man. Like, so let's keep going. Let's do this as one, you know, mighty fist. We're all together, man. All the digits forming a fist, right? We're powerful together. They see us, yo. So the W was in the idea, and we just been getting W's ever since, man. Let's just keep forging on. I don't even remember the original question, but but as far as BVS is concerned, I just wanted to address that, man. Like, because that's very important that everybody understands where we are right now and why we are where we are right now. And that needs to be reiterated and solidified, like 1,000%. As far as BVS goes and this watch along, the engagement is awesome. Like, it's obviously doing something. Like, we're doing numbers all over the place in different parts of the country and in different parts of the world. We see that we're affecting the numbers of like Suicide Squad getting in the top 10 and Man of Steel getting around 10 to 15 and like all these different things that are happening that it spikes things up, just like cartoons and cereal was spiking up and get like, this isn't just some fluke, you know, this stuff is really happening. And there's more of us than we realize. If we think about like Brazil, imagine if there are Brazilians out there who are rocking with, and we know they are, we've interacted with them. How many? Brazil is Zack Snyder's country. If he wanted to be the president right now, he could literally usurp whoever's in charge, and it'd be over. And Deborah would be lifted by the fans. She wouldn't even have to touch the ground. Like, there's many of us. There's a lot of us. There's more of us than we realize. So let's stay the course and keep engaging, man. And BVS theatrical shows even a quote unquote flawed version of Zack's work that is lightly tampered with by WBD. I'm trying to give them a little pass by Warner Brothers back in the day, right? Was still an A+ to B+ movie. Like, I wouldn't say it's a masterpiece, but it's definitely an A, B in its own right. You know, it's up there, man. The theatrical version. I've always felt that. I've always said that online. It's great to see everybody's interaction. It's great to see retros. I think that's all I got, man. I'm just overjoyed thinking about this fandom and thinking about what we're doing, man. And I'm glad to be here. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate everybody still calling me Batman because it's not over yet.
For sure. Hey, I appreciate you coming through, bro. You know, I look back at like you helping me out with that space the other day, bro, for them few hours. It was crazy, bro. You know, so I appreciate you stopping by whenever you can, and much love, Brody. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And more to come.
All right. We got the homie, the good Austin, right? Who also popped in after the iconic Flash scene. You know what I'm saying? With the Flash coming back to give Bruce that warning that Lois was the key, right? So Austin, yo, how are you feeling with everything that's going on right now, bro? As well as you know, after revisiting this film, just where's your mindset at and all that, bro? With everything that's going on.
Man, it's like it feels like the final leg of the push for everything, but at the same time, it's just the beginning of another push, because after Rebel Moon comes out, we're just going to be pushing even harder because the hype train is going to go on to another level. Other people are going to be like, oh, what's the other Zack Snyder stuff I can watch? What are the other epic team up films that he's done that are sci-fi based? And Netflix will be like, here's Zack Snyder's Justice League. Check out the Zack Snyder collection that we have on Netflix. I believe that's all coming in due time. As they said, the more Zack we have, the better, as Scott Suber said. And I think it's apropos that right after that happens, I find out that Zack left us a key on the back of all the Full Circle shirts to say that Cell is the key, which that's like, just icing on the cake, as you said. And then we found out, today he confirmed that that's what it was for. And then it made too much sense. Wayne T. Carr already gave me the pound for like figuring it out on Twitter. So I was like, all right, now we just need Zack to confirm it too. And he did. So if you ever had any doubt, if you're on the fence, I hope those things can really just help you jump in. And if you want to keep doubting, then that's your prerogative. We're just going to keep pushing until it's on Netflix and you can't say anything anymore. And that is why in that like key, he has us being the tip of the spear, the alpha and the omega, the end all be all. That's why, because I told you this when we first started talking on here, man, and everyone laughed at it, but it's real. It's a joke, but it's real. It's like, I never understood why my existence is abrasive to people. It just like, it feels that way. Like I'm just being me. I don't know why it's such a problem to some people. And it's not just in this fandom. I'm talking everywhere I've gone my entire life. But it makes sense looking at this, like someone else telling you this, like, yo, you're the tip of the spear. Like you guys are the ones who forge ahead, and no one's gonna like that. No one's gonna be, follow that right away unless there's other tips of the spear who are like, okay. So, and that's what I feel like. Everyone a part of this movement who got it right away, who was like, oh yeah, this is the way, and they've been hashtagging and engaging every single day. Like you're the tip of the spear too. And as Leon was saying, like we should all recognize that, like we're all part of this spear, and when everyone starts to follow behind us, you'll really start to see how far we can go. But we have to keep forging ahead because we can't wait for them. And as Skywalker says, we'll drag them across the finish line. That's a line from Suicide Squad. It's like, I'll get you there. I'll drag your ass across the finish line if I have to. And that is so real because that's what we will do to the Snyder fandom. If we have to drag you there, we will. But even Zack is telling you that this is the key, this is the way, and this is what we should be doing. So hopefully everyone really gets that message. If Netflix saying that they wanted to continue it wasn't enough, if the video evidence that we had from Full Circle of Sky asking that question wasn't enough, hopefully Zack making a logo and a key and a secret deciphered message that he put on the Full Circle shirts and everyone bought, and he had his Green Lantern release a logo. I believe that he revised that key after we released the Cell logo, and he put that triangle in it afterwards to make it even more so like, yes, this is the way. Because we got that Justice League logo, I think it was just supposed to make a mother box. But after we put out the Cell logo, I think Zack made the message even more clear that the time is now. And it's never been more pertinent. Like everything we're doing right now, we're doing the right thing. And everyone, it's all hands on deck. I feel like some of us in certain parts of the fandom are like, yeah, we're just waiting and see. We're just waiting and see. But it's like, we also have to put the work in. It's not just going to come to fruition. Like, no good things come to those who wait. You have to go get it. So everyone should be reminded of that. We are the change. We have been the change this entire year, and we have to continue to be the change. So thank you for everyone being here, first and foremost. And it doesn't stop. Tomorrow morning, I don't know if you have announced it, but the stream is now up. You can see what Cartoons and Cereal is, and we'll have Suicide Squad tomorrow night as well. So we're double dipping tomorrow in the engagement. and we're gonna just keep doing what we've been doing. We're gonna so yeah. What in the meantime, we forge ahead and do what we do.
Thanks.
In the famous words of Zack Snyder.
Yep. And tomorrow morning we will be watching Ultraman, and we'll be back in the evening with that Suicide Squad watch along, both official watch alongs of the hashtag Sales ZSJL to Netflix, hashtag Sales Snyderverse to Netflix campaign. So much love to all you guys, and I hope to see all of y'all there tomorrow. And thanks for that, Austin. You know, and yeah, man, it's a crazy time, bro. Crazy time with all these confirmations going up around. It's hard to keep track of all of them, right? We got
stacking W's.
the wonderful Retro Nerd Girl who came by and graced us with her presence, right? Y'all know it's always dope whenever Retro is able to stop by the platform. Retro, how do you feel not only revisiting this film, but just about everything that's going on right now when it comes to hashtag sale, Zack Snyder, Netflix, Rebel Moon, like just how is this stuff hitting you? Because it all seems to coalesce in the one topic, strangely enough, right? And it's just really weird. But yeah, what are your thoughts on all this movement surrounding Zack Snyder's name?
Okay, so I'll start with the movie. It has been a very long time since I've seen this movie, because I think I've been so wrapped up in watching Zack Snyder's Justice League over and over and over again, just like, oh, what am I watching? Like, this is so good. I know like every aspect of that movie. And I did one small like revisit of all the movies, but I did see the Ultimate Edition for the last time I saw it. So it's been a while since I saw this version, and it really makes me. I don't know. I didn't know what we were in store for back then, seeing it for the first time, and what it would turn out to be today. If I knew back then, I don't know what I would think of all of this, because it's an excellent movie, and it is enhanced by the Ultimate Edition. If you did have any complaints about the movie, Superman dies. It's a downer, ends on a downer, and that sometimes affects people's, the way they feel about stuff. They don't remember how good everything is. They just remember it's a downer. But I thought it was great, because you were anticipating what was to happen next, and we knew that Justice League was going to happen. You knew all the actors were picked. We heard about the casting of everybody, and so there was a lot of excitement around this Justice League movie, in which we did not get the Justice League movie that we were supposed to get, that was supposed to follow up this great movie. And so and fill in like all of the blanks, or what any of the things that were set up in this movie. There's so many things that are set up in this movie. So it's really interesting to see. It was set up here, even in the theatrical. It's even more brilliant in the Ultimate Edition. That is a masterpiece. That is a masterpiece. And so what could have been if all this time Zack Snyder was able to do the movies that he really wanted to do, and really fulfill the destiny of these characters. This movie was not supposed to be BVS. It was supposed to be Man of Steel 2 initially, and the studio came in and changed that. And so here we are thirsty for a Man of Steel movie like 10 years later, and we still never got it. And so that is part of the disappointment of the what was going on with Warner Brothers at the time. But still, through it all, we still have an amazing movie. We still have Justice League, which is Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is I don't know. There are no words in the human language to describe how I feel about that movie. I really love it intensely, every minute of it. And so how do I feel now? I feel like time is definitely the solution for this. And what you guys are doing and what everybody has been doing has been so incredible, keeping the flame alive, talking about this movie. And just to be clear to everyone, I'm a movie lover first. I'm about cinema. I am also interested in the history of movies, and I don't care who makes the movies, whether if it's Zack making the movie. He made an amazing movie. Okay, he made an amazing movie here, and he made two other amazing movies, and so a lot of other amazing movies. And so, if with that, knowing that, I just want to see more from him in this world. And so that's been the driving force for a lot of people. And I think with all of his properties that were from Warner Brothers now being on Netflix, not everything, but we're getting close, right? It really feels like he has a place at Netflix is his home, and he can work there until forever and ever. And maybe, just maybe, there could be a project. There could be a project, and all we have to do is keep the flame going and wait and wait. That's all we do, and just because it looks like it's going to happen, because there are people who are interested. The studio has said that they're interested. Zack said that he was interested. He's not working on it right now. So everybody knows that he's not. So there's no pressure on him, but he has said that he was interested if everything lined up. But at the moment, things are going in a very good direction. It looks great. We got some great confirmations. So I think on a to look forward, this is looking really, really good. This is looking really good. And I just want to say how really proud I am of all of you guys here on the panel, and all of the people who are in the chat who believe in this and who have been really fighting the front lines for this every single day on Twitter or X, and have been putting up with a lot of people attacking you for absolutely no reason, simply because you like a movie. And really going through the fire for this. So, just for people who love movies and who are watching Zack's movie and want to see more of Zack play in this world, I want to say thank you on behalf of everybody. I'm not able to do as much as you guys are doing, but I do appreciate all of the hard work and the sacrificing you have to go through. So that's where I'm at right now. There's a lot of hope, and I'm very much happy and excited that you guys invited me here today. Thank you, Sky, for thinking to add me to your roster of watch-alongs, and this is great. It's great ideas too. Great ideas all the way across. All your marketing plans for the hashtag have been incredible. So, yeah, big thumbs up.
Thank you so much, Retro. It's always great to have you on the platform. We love to hear your perspective on things, and you always bring new ideas and a fresh perspective whenever you're over here. So,
thank you.
That's why we always love to have you a part of these conversations, and that will not change going into the future, right?
Thank you.
Thank you for coming through. But I wanted to try to touch on something that you spoke on. You spoke on us kind of going through the fire recently with these hashtags, and
oh yeah,
I think that fire, you can let it. Obviously, it can destroy everything around you, but fire can also be a forge, right? And I feel that these hashtags and everything that's been surrounding us on this entire journey, I feel like it's really been like a forge, right? And we wouldn't have been able to get through all of these situations had we not gone through that forge. I think that this was something that really had to be earned. And you know, one, I've always felt that nothing worth getting will ever be easy, right? And obviously this fan base has been wanting these films and they've been wanting to see a closure to this thing. But I'm not sure anybody was aware of what it was actually going to take. I've kind of spoken with some of the people on this panel, and one day, right, people will know just how hard that getting all this stuff done was, but we have to actually finish the conquest first, right? We have to make sure that this thing comes through, and that we don't just get all the way here and then kind of rest on our laurels, right? So that will absolutely not be something that we do. We will be continuing to push forward all the way through. There are many streams, watch-alongs, surprises / plans that we have for you guys coming up, especially next week. We got some big stuff planned for you guys next week that I think you guys are gonna absolutely love. But you know, without you guys being here and helping us out, without the contributions of many people along the way, there is no way that we're even this far. So I think that with the recent comments from Scott Stuber, it should have only galvanized people to move forward more effectively under this one banner of #sale. I think that it is a very viable plan, and we've only found that it is been more viable than we maybe even thought that it was in the beginning. Those points have only been proven now through multiple avenues. So, just keep rocking out, keep hashtagging, keep showing up to these watch-alongs. We are making a difference. We have been this entire time that we've been kind of focusing on engaging rather than just trending. But we're gonna do a little bit of that too, right? We got trending events coming up for you guys along with these watch-alongs. So we'll be covering all bases, right? We're gonna make sure we have a presence online on the social media platforms, as well as on the actual platform of Netflix. So, just a lot of stuff coming for you guys. Stay tuned. Be excited. This is a time to be excited, and just make sure that y'all is still running all this DC content on y'all Netflix as much as you guys can. Let's do for this platform exactly what we did for ZSJL, which was, as much as we all possibly could. I was running that thing on a loop almost all day, every day. So let's make sure that we're showing that engagement. Let's make sure that we are moving the right way and still being effective and following the ROEs. And I think that we're almost there. We've got a little bit further to push, but we know that Netflix has just given us a huge boost. So I don't see why we should stop or slow down now at all. But we about to get on out of here. Anybody got anything that they want to add before we shut this thing on down?
Go get you.
Sell is the key.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say how awesome the chat was.
What were you saying, Retro?
Oh, I was just going to say how amazing the chat was today. Hello to everybody out there. I see you. See all the amazing comments in the chat.
Yes. Much love to the chat. Much love to everybody that caught this live and everybody that will be watching this on the replay. My name is Skywalker the Jedi. We will be back at y'all with another one pretty soon. Like I said, a lot of stuff planned for you guys. Stay tuned. cartoons and cereal tomorrow morning, as well as the Suicide Squad watch along in the evening. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Josh showing it off again, right? So, hey, much love, y'all. We about to get on out of here. I'm gonna catch y'all next time. Peace. Bye.
You see this all the time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are. And they're not all